Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Florida. Feels weird saying that considering it's like 41 degrees right now. It's cold. I have got freaking hand warmers. See these hand warmers? Right. Haven't used these in a while. Actually, wait, I'm lying. I have. So yeah, I'm going out this morning. A little bit of a late start. It was cold. I didn't feel like moving. I wanted to stay in bed, but instead we're going to head out to the lake and see if we can put something together as far as catching, I don't know, maybe some late wave post spawners. I don't really know what's going on with this lake. It's all over the place. I caught some spawners earlier in the season, and then it kind of seemed like there was no spawning after the first wave-ish. I don't think I missed anything. I live here. I fish it all the time. So, I don't know. We're going to go see what's going on, see if we can't find some kind of pattern to put together today, and maybe catch more than 2 or 3 or 4 fish, which is about what it's been in the last couple of weeks every time I've been out. See you at the lake.
All right, let's get ready to head out. Looks pretty good with that fog on the water. Guess we'll see. So at this point, you're probably saying to yourself, hey man, if you have a pedal kayak, why in the heck are you paddling right now? Well, this lake is full of trees, like everywhere. There are certain spots that I know that I can absolutely 100% get away with dropping the drive and pedaling. There are spots that I know I cannot get away with that at all. And then there are spots where I'm not really 100% sure, and sometimes I can get away with it depending on exactly where I'm at. So this happens to be one of those spots where I should just not bother even putting it down. Once you leave this little area and get out onto the main lake, then there's opportunity to drop the drive and start pedaling, which is great because I'd much rather do that than this. And with all this submerged grass around, and you can't really see it probably because of the glare on the water, obviously, but let's see, stand up. All this submerged grass around has exactly things like this, little pockets in it. Spots where it like doesn't grow or it gets matted over or something like that, and you get these little trenches dug in, and sometimes they're kind of deep, you know, it's 3, 4, 5, 6 feet deep depending on the spot, but just burning this chatterbait over it will sometimes do it. One sitting down in that pocket pops up and grabs it. Caught, I said, a pretty decent fish on a swim bait back here doing exactly that the other day. Chatterbait had been working for me for a little bit there, but may just not be windy enough this morning. Trying to pitch this chatterbait inside these little pads back here in the pads and just kind of swim it back through. There, that was bad. Good, we hooked some grass. It's off. Hey! Alright, making a change. We may go back to that chatterbait a little later. But the wind is not really blowing right now. and it is really cold. We're going to go to a smaller presentation, something a little bit more natural. This is a little 3.5 or 3.75 inch. I'm not really sure. I don't remember. Berkeley Havoc Grass Pig. And we got that, made it up on a little 1/8 ounce belly weighted VMC swim bait hook. It's a 4/0 hook. It's not going to get it super low down in the water column, but it's a pretty small bait, so it should actually go a little bit lower than something a little larger. It's producing a little more drag. Should not have bit that. The clippers were right there. That was just stupid. Keep ruining your teeth. Actually, I didn't bite it close enough anyway, so I'm going to have to clip it still. So this is just out of the, as I've spun around now with the wind, and you can see just out of that little pocket that we just put in at the boat ramp. This is the first little spot that you come to on the main lake. A lot of grass around. A lot of stuff to throw at. Now we can fish this whole shoreline over here, but we're probably not going to do that. We're probably going to move. I don't know. We'll have to see. I came back through here last night, and the water was pretty murky through here just because of the amount of rain and the amount of wind that we've been having. And since it rained really hard day before yesterday, and then it was really windy pretty much all day yesterday. Dang it. Grass pig picking up the grass. I was definitely on a little worm bite for a few days. Caught a few decent fish, like 3s, 4s, 2s, 2.5s. Not anything crazy, not like 6s, 7s, 10s, anything ridiculous, but might give that a shot on the way across here. I picked up a 4-pounder right out here in the middle of the lake the other day off of some submerged wood. Give that a shot, see what happens. So one of the particular things that's hard about this lake is when you start talking about offshore fishing, I mean, there's wood everywhere. It makes navigating offshore fishing incredibly difficult from a real boat, for sure. From a kayak, I mean, I even try to just stay off the pedal drive most of the time when I'm out here. I don't, we'll see, like there's a nice tree sticking up right there. There's one that we're about to hit with the drive. This is why the pedal drive has to come up, especially on a windy day out here. It gets pretty dicey. I've managed to come out here a couple of times and successfully not smash my drive into something. But most of the time, on any kind of a windy day, pretty much got to break out the paddle and sit down. So like I was going to say, the challenging part about offshore fishing, besides the navigation, is figuring out what cover to fish. There isn't a lot in the way of differences as far as bottom change, depth changes and stuff like that. There's wood everywhere, and not much of it is any different from the wood right next to it. Oh, that was a fish, and he's still there. He hit it again, and I still can't get him. What was that? That looked like a bowfin. That looked like a little bowfin, which is hilarious because I just caught a bowfin the other day. Could have been a pickerel. Didn't look like a bass. Alright, well, they're hitting the little grass pig. Whatever. Things are trying to eat it. That's a good sign. this lure is a little too light to be casting on this thing. I was fishing the same exact little swim bait, but I actually had it on a 1/4 ounce. Oh, that's a good fish though. Hey. Well, no, it's a little fish, but it's a fish. All right, cool. Little guy, little dink. Usually catch gangs of those. There's a fish. That's another little one, but it's up. I'm counting that one. I don't care. Didn't get a great hook set on him. It happens. That's a fish. Oh my God, they're so small. They're not even getting fully hooked. It's hilarious. All right, let's see if we can keep that rolling. Got him. Just let him eat it. Another little guy. All little guys, but they're catching fish at least. I'll take that. There's fish back here. Well, I had the camera off. Just made a random cast out and let it fall, counted down, and I was about to start reeling it back in, and I was like, oh, well, I guess I'm over a tree limb or something. Nope, it was a fish. We're going to upgrade the bait size and see what happens. That's a fish. Oh, that's funny. Ooh, he's peeing. All in that 1 pounder below category today. But we're still catching fish.
All right, we're back here at the car, loaded up, ready to head to the house. So fighting that wind kind of sucked, but it was probably at the very least partially responsible for turning on that reaction bite I was getting today. Burning that swim bait or burning it and killing it, that's how it was pretty much getting bit. That Berkley Grass Pig is a really underrated swim bait that I don't think a lot of people are talking about, or if they were, they're not talking about it anymore. It's only like $3 for a 5-pack of them at Walmart. If you go on Tackle Warehouse, actually, it comes in a whole host of different colors. I've only been fishing them for a couple of months, but they get bit, man. They catch fish. And, you know, swim baits are expensive. Kitex are expensive. Even the speed shads at Bass Pro are expensive. Anything like that is relatively expensive. And these are pretty cheap, and they catch a decent amount of fish. So check those out and see what you think of them. If you like the video down below. subscribe, check us out for more content coming in the future. Obviously, this was the first one, so I really appreciate you sticking around and watching the whole thing. I'll see you guys later. Peace.